sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We talk outdoors for the next 90 minutes, as we do every Saturday morning for all you good folks up at 1520 AM and 95.3 in Brownsville, Tennessee, and also on News Talk 101.5 in Jackson, and of course on our flagship station here at Intercom Radio is ESPN 790. And this is fifth Saturday. That's hard to believe that September.
And you know what that means?
It means that you're here. That's for one thing.
That's true.
Right. And who's your partner?
My co-partner over here, Mr. Covington.
Good morning.
Mr. Charlie Covington is here, our poet laureate. And there you go.
Oh, goodness. I don't usually do
Gene Smith and
Is it
Charlie.
raining?
Charlie Covington. That was applause for you two guys.
that was
not,
hail on a tin roof.
Not for me. That put me back to sleep right there and everything. But appreciate having both of them in studio with me on this Saturday morning as we roll into October next week. And a lot of things going on around the Mid-South here in the end of September. And one of the events that we just got off of, and a great event that has been going on. Well, the TWRA has been putting it on for 17 years, and that is the Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo. Before that, for 51 years, the Commercial Appeal was in charge of it. But when I retired from the Commercial Appeal back in January 2001, we started back up with the TWRA in June of that year, and it's been going on ever since. And we really had a great time out there. The numbers were small. We moved the date from June, Free Fishing Day, because there were 14 other rodeos going on that day. So we tried it on September the 22nd. Great weather, small crowd, but we did what we did. And let me give you the winners of that. Our grand champion was Ella Collins of Memphis. She caught a catfish that weighed almost 4 pounds, which means that was not one of the catfish that we stocked.
Yeah, one from last year.
It was one from last year, the year before, whatever it might be. We put 750 pounds of catfish in the Johnson Road Park Twin Lakes. But Ella, she's going to make that trip and her family to Blue Bank Resort. 3 days, 2-night vacation is the grand champion, and we really appreciate Mike Hayes from up at Blue Bank Resort. And the winner of our lifetime hunting and fishing license, which is donated each year by the Welch family, Daniel Welch, in memory of her late dad, Jackie Welch, where we drew all the names of the Tennessee people out of the box. And Keegan Nash Dancy of Germantown, he won that lifetime hunting and fishing license, and that's a wonderful gift. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be close to $900. But I know his dad was happy that Keegan is not only a fisherman but a duck hunter. And then the other division winners are Trey Salmon, 5 and 6 boys, Madison McKenzie, 5 and 6 girls, Colton Ewing, 7 and 9 boys, Kaylee Hutchison, 7 and 9 girls, Braylon Vester, boys, 10 and 12, and Caitlin Leak, girls, 10 and 12. And great event. We appreciate all of our sponsors, Germantown Parks and Recreation, Welch Realty, Blue Bank Resort, TWRA, and, of course, this radio show has been a part of it. And our good friend Charlie Covington, as you know, he is our Poet Laureate. We are the only outdoor radio show that I know that has their own Poet Laureate. And Charlie has been good enough to come up with a poem to go along with a fishing rodeo, and you get to stick around because we've got another one at the end of the show. I'm not going to tell you about that. We'll surprise you with that one. But we're going to let Charlie, what's the name of it, Charlie?
Larry, this poem is called simply Fishing Rodeo.
Fishing Rodeo by Charlie Coven. Take it away, Charlie.
Oh, thank you. I went to a youth fishing rodeo. All the cowboys and cowgirls were kids. They ranged in age from 5 to 12, and the worms were confined by plastic lids. There wasn't a hint of a horse at all, but a good whiff of fish in the breeze. My job was to monitor in helpful ways and help make fish landing a task of ease. I used quite often my old Kelly forceps, extracting a hook from a catfish mouth. And I did it all without getting finned, for catfish barbs can make things go south. There was no bulldogging or calf roping at all, nor a low cloud of dust in the air. In fact, it was misting much of the time, but focused on fishing, no one seemed to care. Many kids had help with baiting their hook, but some did it all just fine. They just wiped worm goo on their jeans or shorts and counted it part of a real good time. One cute little girl named Madison showed no reluctance with fishing worms. She played with the longest of night crawlers without disgust or even a squirm. It was, in fact, entertainment for me as she wound a worm round her finger. It became in that moment a fishing ring, making memories that certainly would linger. Well, she proved to be one of our winners, with her catch earning her a nice prize. We all clapped and photos were made, while Dad looked on with pride in his eyes. And who would she meet but Bill Dance himself, who shook her hand and gave her a greeting. What a special day for our special girl at the Johnson Road Park Rodeo meeting.
All right.
All right, that's super,
Very
Charlie.
good, Charlie. That fits it to a T right there.
Yeah, you can actually see what's going on with his
words right
Yeah.
there. I'm sitting there visualizing because knowing Charlie he worked with that little girl and her dad. Stood right behind them, one of our many volunteers that we had out there at the rodeo. And I think we made some memories, don't you, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
I certainly did.
Yeah, and I know, Gene, you've been part of that thing for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's you were missed, I will tell you that. But,
yeah, I miss you guys, too.
But we got to take care of Miss Vicky for first, and then the rodeo comes right back in there.
There you go.
You got a lot of memories out there, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I remember one time this lady caught a snake.
I remember that. Yeah, she came running with that snake.
Yeah,
on
when
in
she
there.
pulled the pole towards her, the snake went toward. I said, "Throw it down."
Yes.
You know? But she was holding on that pole and screaming at the same time. But she finally got away from it.
I know that was in the lake behind the Agri Center. I
Correct,
think, back
yeah.
in there, and I can still see that lady running with that snake on the pole, and no one was wanting to help. I didn't see very many volunteers.
A lot of them get out of her way.
Yeah, well, she was running pretty fast.
Yeah,
with
she
that.
was. I said, just throw it down, you know.
But you can go to tnwildlife.org, go to the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency Facebook page, TWRA Facebook page, and Amy Snyder, or Amy, if you want to, Spencer, she made some wonderful photographs of the rodeo, and I appreciate her coming, and it showed all of our winners and the bikes and everything like that we had, and I think there's one more rodeo left for West Tennessee, and that's in Decatur County in the middle of October. But I want to spend a little time on today's show, just reminisce. 30 years I've been doing this TWRA rodeo. Of course, before that was the Henry S. Reynolds Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo.
Correct,
that
yeah.
you and I went along for a long time. There were two Gene Smiths at one time
Yeah,
at the
well,
rodeo.
I got stuck with Little Gene.
Little Gene and Big Gene.
Big Gene.
You know, and it was kind of confusing there for a while, but you could definitely tell the difference.
Yes, you could.
Between the two. But over the years, the volunteers, and Eddie Spencer, bless his heart, 98 years old, showed up on his walker at the fishing rodeo, and he was a hit. And I understand when he left, Linda McKinley, a friend of the family, took him back to his nursing home. All of us were waving goodbye at him. And, Eddie, you really got emotional just to see us standing there.
Oh, yeah, we all loved him.
Love him and, wish him well to come out there in his World War II uniform.
Fit him good, too.
And
Still fit.
Yeah, and he had this picture around him of what he looked like when he was serving in Italy.
Yeah.
He was a
handsome man.
Yes, he was. And I think he said he had 2 women over there at one time in Italy.
Well, he liked the ladies.
Well, they liked him, too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, but to be able to still get in your World War II uniform.
He has a lot of stories.
I don't think I could even get in my college band uniform, from that time ago. But think about Eddie Spencer showing up. But
he used to bring his net.
Yes, he brought that net. I forgot all about that net, and he was going to donate that. And I wonder where that net is. I should have asked about that because
he brought a lot of fish in with that net.
Yes, he did.
Some of the kids didn't bring anything.
Well, there's a lot of people don't bring a net out there.
And
so
they
Eddie
don't
was
realize
there.
it's
He
a
could
big
get around.
fish. Yeah.
I don't know why they don't bring a stringer and bring a net.
I don't know.
That to me is like saying, you're going to the movie and the movie's not even on. You're sitting
Well,
there.
the good thing about it, we had a lot of volunteers, a lot of people next to you would help you.
Yeah, and
All
Charlie did that because I don't think that little McKenzie girl had a net either. He did. Okay. Well, 'cause a lot of them did. Well, thank y'all. We're going to take a first break of the morning. A lot of memories there. We're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about DU and the Boy Scouts. And you'll think, what? Just listen. Be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.